Hello everybody, welcome back. This is a how to use video for the VASSAL module for dog boats by Compass Games, designed by Joe Carter. Hopefully I catch everything to show you how to use the module and what interaction you have with it. Dog boats is very similar to Schnell boats if you've used that one, except in dog boats, there's two maps. I don't think there was in Schnell boats. I think they used the same one. Anyway, once you get done putting your name in there, and I can't put my password in until after I share this because it'll mess things up. Here at the main screen, you're given the choice either of the North Sea map or the English Channel map, depending on which campaign you're playing. Just choose one or the other. Both will interact the same when it comes to moving things around. A lot of it I left manual, but some of it I didn't. So to try to make things easier on everybody, I try to keep my modules more like the board game as much as possible, so you still have the feel of the board game. Anyway, on the main map, end of mission. I have the end mission here up at top here again. I don't know whether alternate. No, that won't even work on the map. Right up here. That will send back as you're moving. You're going to move your either MGB or MTB counter here, and I think I have that. Yeah, I have that down at 63%. So those of you that are like me can't read very well anymore, there's 100% right there. So you're going to move your squadron through your mission. You're going to put out your mission zones as you roll. Say we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you hit, actually, if you put if you say you got 3 and 4, you can't go out on this mission. When you hit end mission, it's going to send everything back to position. I left these out because they can stay out for multiple missions, so they won't return for you. The other thing is it's sea state. I left a note on there for the weather, so you don't forget. Like I do sometimes, which combat mat to move or which weather you're dealing with for that day. So you'll change the weather, and you're going to set your sea state. I've left it so you can drag it, but you can also go ahead and select it. And then when you hit end mission, it's going to send it right back home. Medals, you'll draw them out of the pieces and put them in there as you earn them. Basically, that's it for the main map. Charts, I left all charts out as per Compass Games. Actually, it's not just Compass. Most companies that I've worked with do not like charts being distributed. I've had people out there tell me I've forgotten them. Nope, didn't forget them. The publishers and distributors asked that you keep them out to reduce pirating, and I respect that because these guys put a lot of hard work in, and contrary to popular belief, game designers don't get rich off their games. Vassal designers don't get anything off the game, so actually we'll get a game out of it, but so nobody's getting rich on our end, so therefore the only people you're hurting is yourself, because if guys get tired of not making money because of all the pirating, they just stop designing. So it's a hobby of the heart, and just all I can say is support it, and I'll jump off my soapbox. Pieces. I have all the pieces in here that you shouldn't need a lot of them. But they're here if you need them. Fine cigars, firing, some of these things. Some of these things you may or may not need. Most of it I have built into the module to keep things easy for you. The dice, D4, you can read it down here, or you can read it up here. Same with the D6, D10. 2d10 to be read as 28, and the d20 right there. You can also read that up here. Damage, MGB or MTB. I have in a drop-down menu. I like that a lot better than the side menus. I'm changing the way I'm doing things. Both will interact the same. I did put buttons up here for stern, mid, and bow flooded. So if you get a flood, just hit them. It will get a flooding hit. It'll put the flooded on the appropriate area. When you end mission, that's going to go away. Also, as you use your armament, you can take them off. And when you hit end mission, they'll come back. Crew, you just move around. They have wounds that'll pop on top of them. I don't really have them following around or anything. Same with veteran. You'll have to keep track of that yourself. They can automatically move to the rest bed, but these will not move with them. And there's only so much you can do. When you hit end mission, the crewman will come back to his position, but you're going to have to remember to carry his stuff back with them. Way beyond my capabilities in programming to do that. I'm sure there's probably a way, but yeah. That's beyond me. Sorry about that. Coffee to keep me going. Fire extinguishers, same thing. As you use the fire extinguishers, just take them off, and as you hit the end mission, all that will redo. MGB is slightly different. The mines, I believe, I can't remember whether I'm getting this confused with snow boats or not, but I think you have to load them for certain missions. I don't think they're standard loadout. I think you only load them when you're going to do a mine mission. So I left a button up here to load them in. Then as you drop them, you use them. Hit the end mission, it's going to take them all off. Depth charges load up the same as they did for the MTB. Crewmen act as the same as they did on the MGB, or TB rather, and as do the flooding and the fire extinguishers. All those buttons are up here. That's it for the damage lugs. Combat mets. Yep. Sometimes you gotta love VASSAL. On here, I have all the chits you need. First off, all the different ones are up here again on the top drop menu. So you got foggy badge. So before you do your mission, once you find out the weather, you may want to go up there and change that to the appropriate one. You can also, I didn't do this, so this is where the pieces come in. You'll want to drag down your appropriate MTBs. Tactical combat right there. So you got 1, 2, and then they all have the different skills on them. I'll have to look at that and see why that status isn't working. By the time I get that out, that'll be working. Sunk, disabled, and crew is not working right now. I need to figure that one out. I didn't notice that. This has not been tested yet, so... but you put the appropriate skill 1, they can also turn. And you will move them around on your own. The other thing is the chits. So if you're going to have merchant, you can actually come up here and send the whole stack to the random. You can draw multiples, or you can draw specifics. They go down into the... I'm going to change that too. Start making notes. They go down into the random draw pile for the chits. Let's see. We need to change chit back and status. Why is that hidden? All right. And same for warships. Your MGBs or MTBs. You'll draw all them in here, and that's you don't need that for when you're doing your combat. You'll put your enemy ships and everything in down here. Sure guns and aircraft up here. I did not do a whole lot with that. So you get a cargo ship over here. And they also had the small, medium, and larges on them, so you just go through the particular one. I don't have the damage and stuff on them. That's where you need to come up here and draw out the proper counters. Cleanup, when you're done your mission, you hit that and they will disappear. They should. I will also make the enemy counters disappear. What between rounds, before I forget. So you've got these four. When you're done a round, hit random deck. It'll send everybody back to the random deck. And when you're done cleanup, will send them back to the appropriate deck to begin with. That's it for combat mats. Or logs. Damage logs, same thing. MTB, MGB, all selectable. You just click on what you want and mark it as damaged. There's 100% for those you use that cannot see, and it'll go up a little higher. Some of these you'll have to do them in order. I did differently than I normally do. I did them one by one. Some of them, like the MGBs, I did the way I normally do as a whole. Don't ask me why. But everything in here works. Just click it, and when you're done the encounter or clean up your stuff, just go ahead and click clean up, and that takes care of your paperwork for you. That's my version of the grease pencil. Same goes with all these. As you can see, some of them I do have the these selectables and not just individual squares. This is your crew sheet to keep track of your crews. As they can change through there, I do not recommend hitting cleanup, but the button's there in case you need it. Should you need to remove them, they are on a right-click menu. We go to MGB and MTB Squadron. Both really are basically the same thing. With you can select the different statuses and everything. Next is the MGB crewman status. I made this so you can clear the mission, each individual ones, as your guys change. You won't be able to do anything with this mission other than that. As you come through and have your missions, though, if you hit add mission, it will add one on every one of these, and then as they meet their demise, you clear them out, and then just keep hitting add mission. That'll keep the paperwork down for you guys. Again, that's at 75%, so 100% would be right there. I usually come in around 75 unless I'm using them a lot. Again, that has a cleanup. It'll reset everything on a page. Don't recommend using it, but everything operates in here the way it normally does. KIA button, it's there. You really don't need it because if they do get KIA, you're bringing a new guy in anyway. So I don't really use the KIA button, but it's there for you. Maybe just to remember during the mission or something. That one you'll have to clear out on your own now. Uncheck it. Campaign log. I made mission numbers, dates, assigned mission, zone numbers. These are selectable, so you can just drop down and grab Once you're rolled 4, they are off the charts. These are selectable. You just grab the chart, the mission you're supposed to be on. Um, 2 different lines for each one for putting down enemies killed and losses. Mines laid, successes checked or unchecked, and a little bit of a VP's slot up here for you. And then total VPs, you will have to take care of that. I'm not going to go ahead and program that all in. I gave 4 logs. If 4 logs isn't enough, then you'll want to go in and just take a screenshot of one of them and save it, and then hit the clean up. Enemy aircraft warship status works like everything else. As you damage them, check them off. Then when you're done, hit clean up, and it takes care of your paperwork for you. What else we got here? We got one more. The merchant ship status all works the same. Got little check marks on here to check them so you know which ones are in your encounter. Again, when you're done, just go ahead and clean up. Takes care of that. And basically then that is everything. Save map as a PNG in case. I found that comes in handy for some reason. If I mess something up, I can save it and restart from the beginning, or if there's an update to the module and the changes don't make on saves, then I'll take a screenshot and reset it up. There should be a screenshot on every map on here. So there you have it. There are a couple of things that I will have changed, but I have addressed them, so I don't think I really need to change the video. They will work for you. And then when in doubt, just right click on everything, because usually there's some kind of a menu in there for it. All right, I hope you all enjoy. This is Dog Boats by Compass Games, designed by Joe Carter, and this is the how to play or how to use the VASSAL module video. Thanks again for joining me, and you all have a great night.